Let's try making a ladder that we can climb up and get the player to play a nice ladder climbing animation. First of all, we need to make sure we use an object that we can use as a ladder. So there we go. Place one of those in your level somewhere, and we want to go give it a script. We want to think about what we want it to do. The ladder script is going to be really simple. It's going to have a tag on it so the player can identify it, and then it's going to disable its physics, and that's it. So we'll say events when created, physics down the bottom, set physics enabled to false, and then sensing, add tag, tag name on myself. The tag will be ladder, and the player can do all the hard work. So we'll close that, save that, call it ladder. Now on our player script, we want, well, let me go add another ladder in here so we can just see what it will be like having two ladders, because we can't just target a single ladder, we're going to have multiple. So that ladder script is on that ladder as well. Let's edit our player script. The way that we've built our player script, the way that it has evolved, it's a little bit messy. So what we might do is, especially in our constantly loop, we'll put some of these things in functions so that it's a bit more obvious at a glance what everything's trying to do. It's always nice to break things up into functions. So we'll do that now. We'll separate this whole section. The if key is pressed to change my velocity, all that stuff. We'll make a new function for that. We'll call this control movement. Drag that into there. And then we will call the function. Sit down in here. There's our control movement block that was just created. Put that into there. So it's constantly going to do control movement and then play correct animations. So that's good. Now, what about that? Let's make a new function for that. We'll call it if you fall too fast, lose a life. Drag that into there. Functions. If you fall too fast, lose life. Cool. So it's pretty much, we can clean that up. It's pretty much doing exactly what we had before, except we've named things nicely. Okay, so in our control movement function, here's where we're going to check if we are climbing a ladder or not. Now, we've got left and right movement down here, and we've got up movement here. How about in here we check if I'm on a ladder. If I am, I'll climb the ladder. If I'm not, I'll do this. I'll allow myself to jump. So we'll go to control flow and grab this if block, and we want to have two options for our decision here. So we'll use if and else. If and else. And we're going to ask if I'm climbing a ladder, do the ladder climb, else do the jump. So we'll put our jump section in there, in that if block, pop that if block in there, and then the rest of these blocks can go underneath.